earlier. That's why we said earlier, learn not the ways of the heathen, man.
Check your phone.
Because that's what Cain would do. Kill his brother Abel. That's how we know you are of your father the devil, man. You niggas need to die, man.
That's right.
All you little wants need to die. That's how our nation will move forward. That's how our nation will move forward, man. What the hell is funny about one of your own getting stabbed up, man? But yet you'll get mad and start rioting in the streets when the police shoot down one of your own. But it's okay for you to do it? You got Hosea, bro?
This is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. It's a well-known thing that the scriptures is all about the Israelites, man. Hey, bro, you know what you're taking a picture of? Huh? You know what we out here doing? What is it?
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
So what do you believe? What's your nationality?
Hebrew Israelite from the tribe.
All right, that's what's up. Where you learn that from?
From my camp.
What camp you from, brother?
HOI.
HOI? Oh, all right. That's what's up.
Just came out to support you, brother. I didn't mean to take this.
Nah, it's all good, bro. I appreciate it.
I must let y'all.
Hey, bro, can I ask you a question real quick, though? Hey, can you tell me what's the mark of the beast?
Well,
Don't put it up. Don't put it up.
hold on one second. You got certain things going on in Israel. You got the mark of the beast being a chip, which I'm not saying either way it's not the chip, because that's part of the mark of the beast, but I think it's how you worship. You worship Sunday, you take the mark of America, you take a mark of white society, then you mark. That's the beast, not a mark.
All right, so let's go into the scripture. Let's make it. Let's understand. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. All right.
Right. I
You know,
think
I'm gonna
it's
tell you
both.
now. I believe it's the chip.
Right.
You know?
I believe it's both. I believe it's being
But
in
the-
society and taking on
That's
their.
why we're gonna
customs.
get the scripture, because the scripture
And
the
the
scripture
actual
makes
chip.
it plain. The scripture makes it plain.
God.
All right, go ahead.
All right, Revelation 13 and 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
All right, so when you go into that word mark, in the Greek is karakma, right? You follow me, brother? Which means an incision, means to cut. So something, you're physically getting cut.
That's what you do. Right here,
You
you turn
understand?
it. This right here, you
Now,
move up
bro,
and down.
hold up the tip now. Hold up the tip. So, read that again, bro, from the top.
And he causes all, both small and great,
And he calls it all, both small and great, keep going,
rich and poor,
rich and poor,
free and bond,
free and bond,
to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So you say you believe it's both. You said the chip and what else?
Following the philosophies of
So
European nations.
following the philosophy is not a physical thing. Let's
Your
make
right hand
understand.
represents your strength, and your forehead represents your mind, how you think.
Okay.
So if you keep it Christmas, New Year's, Easter,
So,
all
but
these
here's the
pagan
thing.
holidays.
So here's the thing. If you receive that mark, right, you are to be put to death.
right,
So we all received Christmas and that philosophy that you talked about
right,
before,
right.
right? So that means we all will be put to death.
No, that's not true.
How is that not true?
Because you don't keep it down. You repented from that.
Nah, but once you get that mark,
I can
bro,
take that chip out.
No.
Yes, I can.
But
I
you
can take the
already.
chip out.
Yeah, but if you read it. Keep going.
All right, verse 17.
You got something, bro?
And
That's
that
why I'm saying it's both. I agree with you.
But the reason why I can't be worshiping this world, right? Because we was all once in the world, right? The scripture says that if you take that mark, read it, Revelation 14 and 9, that this was going to be the judgment for.
Okay.
It's Revelation 14 and 9.
Go ahead.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image,
Right.
and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand,
What's going to happen?
the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath
of the Most High.
And the wine and the wrath of the Most High is what? The thermonuclear missile. Get the missile, bro. You know? This is why I can't be worshipped in this world, because we was all in the world. The scripture said that if we took the beast's mark, that this was going to happen. Right?
Now check this out. Any of y'all have kids?
Yep.
Some of us got kids.
Y'all raising them to be Hebrew Israelites?
To a certain extent.
So they didn't take it. They didn't take Christmas.
Nah,
New
no,
Year's,
bro.
and all that stuff, right?
The mark.
I mean the mark as far as what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's not the mark though.
But yeah, that's not.
Alright, are you gonna allow them to take the chip?
No.
So what you're saying the mark is, and what I'm saying the mark is, they're excluded from it, right?
Look, what you saying the mark is ain't the mark.
Right.
The mark of the beast is the microchip. Point blank period. It's nothing
You got
else.
chips in your phone.
So
You
what?
got
Is it
chips.
in your hand though?
You got
Is it in
chips.
your hand?
You got chips.
Is it in your hand?
You got chips in
Is
your
it in your hand?
Your debit card.
Is
you
it
got
in your-
chips in your car.
Okay, what's your point?
There's chips all around.
But is it in your hand?
I got a chip in my hand right now.
No, you don't.
It's my cell phone.
Okay, so
It's not inside of you.
So it has to be in your body.
Yes.
Brother, you gotta use logic at this point.
I'm not saying I'm gonna let
Nah,
somebody
hear me, bro.
chip me.
Hear me, bro.
What I'm saying
Nah, I
is,
get you. Listen,
it's
listen.
both.
Bro, listen.
It's both.
It's not both.
Hold on.
Because I can take that chip out. I can have it surgically
Listen.
removed and surgically
Go ahead,
put
go
in the
ahead.
same way.
Nah.
Well, if I made the scripture says that he's going to cause you. He's
Exactly.
going to call both small and great, rich and poor to receive that part.
Okay.
So meaning what? That he's going to put you in a certain situation where you're not going to want to take it out.
Right.
Why? Because you're going to want to buy and sell, as the scripture says.
This is the joint right here.
So you saying that you can take it out, but he's going to cause you not to want to take it out. He's going to cause you to.
Yeah.
But right now, I can't buy and sell unless I use America's money.
Okay,
Yeah.
and also
I
you
can't
can't
do
buy
that.
and sell with a philosophy. Because you said
What do you mean
that.
by that?
Because you said that.
That's the
mark of
money's part of the philosophy.
You said
Look,
that.
White people's faces is
bro,
on
bro,
the
you
money.
confusing the image with the mark.
Yeah.
The actual mark is something physical that's gonna go inside of you. When you go into the word, actually go into the word for charagma. That's he already did. So what is the debate? The actual mark is something physical. The image is the whole system itself. You see? And they're gonna cause everybody, once the society collapses, and then you ain't gonna be able to use the money, that's how you buy and sell now. They're gonna administer this chip, and that's gonna be the only way that you can buy or sell.
That's why I say it's causing. It causes you to do it because you got children, right? So if your little child's coming to you saying, "Daddy, Daddy, I'm hungry," and you know there's no way you're gonna be able to supply them food because the dollars in our pocket, the debit cards that you talked about, that's not gonna work anymore. The only thing that's gonna work is if you got this implanted in rather your hand or your forehead. That's causing you to receive that mark.
So can I get Zephaniah 2:1?
Go ahead, get it.
Go ahead. I want to ask you one question because I'm sure you're familiar with the scriptures during the camp. In Revelation 14, the brother
Right.
already read it, right?
Right.
And it said there was a clear difference between if you take the mark of the beast, you worship his image,
Right.
or the beast. So in Revelation 14, there's a clear distinction between those three things. What we're striving to say right before we read that, what we're striving to say is that there's a difference. The mark is the actual chip.
Right.
You're right in terms of, let's hold on, I got you. Hold on.
I'm agreeing
Hold on.
with you. I'm
Okay.
just saying I agree
Okay, now
with you.
keep following me. I thank you.
All right.
Now, what we're also saying is what you were talking about Christmas and Easter and all that, that's a part of the image of the beast.
Right.
It's not specifically the mark. And then, thirdly, you have the actual beast, which I'm gonna ask you really quickly. What is the beast? You see?
That's the white man, man. That's
No,
the
it's
white
not.
race.
Okay, well that's cool.
That's the
Well,
beast, man.
before we continue, just to let you know, the beast is actually, is what you said further or before. It's an actual system. It represents the power structure that's governing the world right now, which is
That the
NATO.
white race created.
Hold on, but it's more specific when you go into other chapters. It's talking about the NATO and the EU, the power structure which governs the world.
Right.
So those are the three differences. Okay?
Right.
Now we can go ahead and read what you wanted to read.
This one stops the chip. Read that.
But hold on.
Let him get it.
Doesn't
Let him get it.
Zephaniah 2:1. It says, "Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation, not desire. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the shaft, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you.
So that's why I'm out here, guys. We gotta
What?
gather together.
What
We
did that
gotta
just
be
prove?
together.
How does that stop the chip?
We have to be together.
No,
as a
bro.
nation.
Nah, you gotta stay on the
We
topic.
don't. I'm being on topic. That chip is a government thing. You can remove yourself from a government society.
How?
You don't have
How?
to.
How?
You deal with each other. You
Okay,
like
who
all
money?
the other.
Who money you using?
You deal with you.
Who
each
money
other.
are you
can create
using?
your own money. You don't have to use
Oh,
America's
wow.
money.
You
Did
gonna
you
create
know
your
you
own
can
money?
create your own money in Virginia? You can
Okay,
start
but
your
have
own
you?
currency.
Have you created your own money?
I'm not saying that.
That's what you don't know
that's
what you're talking about. The scriptures say,
Gather together before the decree
man, look,
brings
the
forth.
curse. According to the curses, it said you're gonna go to your enemy for the one of all things.
Right.
There ain't no way. You still
That's
wearing
if you under
so-called
the
white man's
curse.
clothes, man.
That's if you're under the curse. That's why
We
gotta
all
gather
under the
together.
curse.
That's why
You
we
can't.
gotta gather
So you
together,
delivering
brother.
yourself now? Are you
No,
delivering yourself?
Together as a nation, we can do it.
No,
Together as a nation.
no. The scriptures say no man shall buy you. It's only one person that's gonna save you, man.
That's the
Right.
Lord.
And I ain't talking about being saved. I'm talking about
You just said
surviving
it.
in this nation.
So how? Okay, how
Like all the
how
other
you gonna be
races
delivered
do.
from the curse?
Keep the commandments. That's how you deliver.
You can't keep the commandments perfectly.
Never said perfect.
What's the Sabbath
You do the
day?
best. You do the best you can. You do the best you can.
This second Ezra 15 and 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Right.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Right.
The reason why we're bringing that out, do you understand what that's talking about?
You know, it's saying perfectly what that's talking.
Can you tell me really quick?
Can you break that script down?
I mean,
One and
before
two
I
is talking.
continue, can you tell me what it's talking about? Just, I don't want to over-explain if you already know.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
You don't know.
I got somebody on the phone. You go ahead and break it down.
What's that guy doing?
Listen.
No,
what
they're
that's-
listening. They're listening. That's all.
What that's referring to is that one day there's going to be something called martial law.
Right.
And martial law, as you know, is going to be instituted in America.
Right.
Now, what the brother was going into a few minutes ago is he was saying that when you read Revelation, the 13th chapter, it says he causeth all. Because we have to understand that Esau was trying to fully manifest his blessing, in which he wants to actually be the most high on earth, which means he has to chip everybody. That's the actual mark. Now, what we read in, what was it, Zechariah, the 2nd chapter, that didn't dispute the mark not being the chip. I see what you're saying.
I'm not disputing the mark.
Well, you
I
said
agree
that
with you, the mark.
You said it
I
refutes.
agreed.
Did you not
I
say that
agree.
though? We had
What
you
was
on
that?
camera. You said it refutes the mark being the chip.
No, I said that's what stops it. Us gathering together.
Same thing.
Well,
We don't all. Everybody ain't gonna be chipped.
okay,
Everybody
you're right.
on the planet will not be chipped.
But will the so-called white man causes a certain amount of people to take that
He
chip?
already did.
No.
Already.
Okay, he already did, but we're
You
talking
got
about
cell
on a global
phones, you got-
scale.
On a global scale, yes, they already
Absolutely.
did. They run the world.
So with that
The
being
petrodollar.
said, we can also correlate that to 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. It's going to come on a more perilous, in a more perilous time. You see, right now everybody can function. What he has to do is actually destroy the economy
Yes.
in order to make people feel as if they need to take that chip in order to be a functioning part of society.
So what is Revelations 18 and what is it, 5 talking?
Okay, we can go to that.
Is it
Yeah.
5 or
Also,
6?
get in Joe when he's about to fill his belly.
Yeah. All right. I'll
Because
read.
what you gotta understand, you mentioned in the cell phone and those different devices.
Right.
He's just building the infrastructure.
Right. You're right.
That doesn't mean that the mark of the beast is already here.
This ain't me disagreeing with you.
You are disagreeing,
I
man.
agree with you
No,
that
you
the chip
don't.
is the
No,
mark.
you don't agree.
What did I say when I first came up?
Listen,
I
you-
agree with that.
You don't.
But you
I
said
said it's
half. It
also
can't-
But it's not.
the
It's not
philosophy
half.
That's where
of
that's
this
where
world.
That's the image.
that's where there's no agreement.
It's
It's not a
not half,
philosophy.
bro.
Period. The mark of the beast is not a philosophy.
Bro, if I may say real quick, what you gotta understand is we out here, hey bro, you say you with a camp, you out here to preach the gospel, you gotta preach out
No, I'm not out here preaching. I don't even have my friends.
Nah,
right
I'm
now.
talking
just-
you were HOI.
I'm just encouraging
you were
your
HOI.
brothers. Yes, sir.
You in the camp.
Yes, sir.
You have a duty
Yes, I
to guide our nation.
Right.
But saying that the mark of the beast is half, that's not guiding them in the right direction.
What's affecting us right now? Is it the chip or is it the philosophy?
That's the end all be
It's
all.
not here yet.
Right. So if it's not even here, won't we deal with what's here?
Because we
Won't deal
preparing
with what's-
ourselves for the battle. We preparing ourselves for the war.
We're in a war right now.
So what?
That's why y'all
So
out
what?
here.
Is it Jacob's trouble started yet?
Yes, it has.
No, okay. You gonna really know when
Jacob,
Jacob. You
it's
gonna
gonna
really
get
know
worse.
when you
Yes,
ain't got.
it has.
No, it hasn't. We just been in slavery. Jacob's trouble is gonna start when all our people gonna know that the so-called white man all we want. He might bomb that whole area. That ain't gonna do nothing, man.
That's a might and an if.
Come on, bro.
What
So
does
you
the
saying
Lord,
is the
what
might
does
and
the
if.
Lord say? What
Hey,
does the Lord say?
You with them dudes, Zabak and We Got Next Uptown?
Right.
Yeah, that's a,
Well, down to your mind.
So what's the image now? If the mark is also it's the chip and it's the philosophies, what's the image? You gotta explain that so we can have further clarification.
I just explained that to you.
No.
The
Hold on.
philosophies of this world.
So you're
Keeping
saying
these, it's
so
keeping these customs of America and European nations.
So
It's
the
keeping
mark,
those customs.
the mark is the customs and the image is the customs. So tell me, because I told you earlier, there's three different things: the mark of the beast, the image, and the actual beast system in Revelation the 14th chapter.
Okay.
So I need to know if you're telling me the mark is the chip, you said that, and it's the philosophies. What's the image of the beast?
hey, bro, can we get Revelation 14 and 9 real quick?
No, yeah,
Let's
go
read
ahead,
it
go
again.
ahead.
Let's read that again.
Go ahead.
And let's read it slow.
You still there? Ak? Okay.
This is Revelation 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice,
I'm not trying to be disrespectful. This son is
It's all good.
beating on my foot.
if any man worship the beast and his image
Right.
and receive his mark
And
in his
receive his mark.
Right.
So
Somebody go to Blue Line, look up that word mark.
Yeah. Read it again. Worship.
if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead.
You see? So the mark is something that you're going to be receiving. That's something that's, you got it? Brother got it? Mark?
In that
Go ahead.
chapter?
Yeah.
Oh, in Revelations? Yeah. 13. I want it in that chapter.
It's the same word.
I got 14. Right. What is that?
It says Strong's G5480 Charagma, a stamp and imprinted mark.
You hear that? It's a stamp or imprinted mark. Now, if somebody had, if you had cattle, you would brand that cattle so that they know that it's theirs.
Right.
That's what they're going to do, or they plan to do with the mark of the beast.
And it's more.
If I may add, because the elites of the society consider us as important, which means what? Basically, basically they're sheep. So they're going to brand them with what? That mark, with that sheep.
It says of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist.
Right. So it's actual physical mark. That's one. And
The
But
philosophy.
how they going to receive the image if they don't believe in the image?
That's what you said.
You said-
Everybody's gonna receive the chip.
No, ain't
So
nobody
who's
said
gonna
that.
receive the chip?
Those who bow
What we
down
out
to
here
the
to
beast.
do is selling out people not to take the chip.
Right.
But you're going to find yourself in that situation.